Today I'm on a flight from Boston to London Heathrow on Delta, and I'm here to share the experience. Hello everyone, I'm Renata. If you're new to this channel, nice to meet you. I'm a journalist, and here on YouTube I create travel vlogs where I share information about great attractions all over the world, and also I share my own experiences. Subscribe so that we can keep traveling the world together. This time the destination is England, so you see the flight to London and also London's public transport once I land at Heathrow. If you have priority pass and lounge key, bad news. They have lounges here, but at different terminals, not at this terminal where Delta is located, Terminal A. You need to go outside security. The terminals are not interconnected. So unless you have a lot of time in between flights or you arrive here with a lot of time in advance to go through security twice, remember that, it's not worth it. It's our case, and we came directly to the gate. Our plane right there. This is even looking like a Delta commercial. But you know, I've been waiting for a different plane, but being on a Delta terminal, this is what you get. Yeah, there you go.
Continue boarding passengers that are seated in Sky Priority on your boarding pass.
Hi, how are you tonight?
Very good, and you?
Just scan there for me, please. All right, we're good. Enjoy. Thank you. Hi, what do you want to ask? Cross over, take a right. Thank you.
The last Comfort Plus seats. Look at this space. Wow.
For me, there are two main advantages of Comfort Plus. One is the space, look at this, it's amazing, but also ours is bigger because we are at the emergency exit. Second one is priority boarding. You can board immediately after business class. There's a different class called Sky, and that comes before groups 1, 2, 3, and so on. So it is really good. And there are other advantages as well. For example, they promote it as having free drinks. But here, everyone was drinking wine all the way to the end. So, don't know, maybe it's something for domestic flights, who knows? Also, there's reserved space in the overhead bin. So, let's say you're late, your connecting flight is late. When you get here, chances are you may still find space for your carry-on. And as a bonus, they even give you an amenity kit.
This is a Boeing 767-300. Everyone has a TV monitor, nice size. Let's see the movies. 5 hours to London now. It's a short transatlantic flight.
But this is still very useful. And look at the internet options. Free messaging! And free Wi-Fi for T-Mobile phones. Yee! But normally it's just for an hour.
Despite being at the emergency exit, we can lower our seats. I've never seen menu in economy class. Nice to know what exactly comes with the chicken or pasta.
So this is the chicken with lemon caper sauce, polenta, carrots, and green beans. Gordon got the burrata aioli with tomato sauce and pesto. Both were really good. We had dinner like 3 hours hours ago. And now it's time for breakfast.
We sat next to the bathroom the whole time. It was actually more convenience than a hassle, so let me show you inside. Nothing special, but still clean.
Bye, thank you. You too.
For connections to go that way, arrivals here. Flight was really good, food was delicious, crew very friendly, everything was amazing. You know, the only thing that may be good for some people, not so good for others, is that it's a 6-hour flight. So by the time you finish dinner, watching a movie, doing some work, you just have 3 more hours to go, meaning basically no sleep or very little sleep. They arrive in London at 6:30 in the morning, ready for the day. But if you're the type of person who doesn't sleep at all while flying, then that's a great thing because you don't have to suffer for, let's say, 8-9 hours. The arrival here took longer than I expected, way longer. We had an 80-minute line, you know, more than 1,000 people ahead of us. It was really, really crazy. The Border Patrol officer was very nice, very friendly, asked a lot of questions about our stay here. But everything went well. So now let's go get the train to the hotel. From Terminal 3, it's really easy. You just go down this ramp in the middle of the arrival area.
To go from Heathrow to London, the city center, your best bet is by rail. And by rail, you have 3 options. Heathrow Express, the fastest and also the most expensive. The Underground, the slowest and the cheapest. And you have something in between, TfL Rail, formerly known as Heathrow Connect. That's our choice.
Just keep following signs to trains until you reach this point here. Underground to the right, trains to the left. We used Apple Pay directly at the turnstile to pay for our tickets. This way we didn't spend £10 buying 2 Oyster cards. Oyster is the card used for transport in London.
Oyster and contactless cards are normally cheaper
than buying a single ticket. But only do this if your credit card doesn't charge international fees.
Smoking or vaping is not permitted in the station or on any train.
Okay, so let me tell you about the whole experience. It's not allowed to film there, that's why I couldn't do much. From Terminal 3, where I arrived, it's a really, really easy walk. As soon as you get out, you're gonna see it. If you don't see signs to TfL Rail, follow the signs to Heathrow Express because both depart from the exact same place and they arrive at the same place as well. Paddington Station. Heathrow Express is more frequent, while TfL Rail is like every 30 minutes. One costs £25 and brings you to the city center in 15 minutes. The other costs £10 and does the same thing in 30 minutes. Inside, both are very similar, very comfortable. Now, there are officers randomly checking tickets inside the trains. They ask for our tickets, and all I had to do was show the card I used with Apple Pay. You know, just the virtual card. You go to the wallet app, and the card appears right there. He had a machine, he scanned it, and it appeared that everything was fine, and that was it. Now, the number one tip I got from people here, as soon as I started asking about trains and everything, was to make sure to tap out, because otherwise the system doesn't calculate what you really rode, and it's gonna charge you way more than what you actually did. So it's a good one, and this is going to be posted directly on your card, because you know, fares here are calculated based on the zones you're traveling to and also on the time of the day, if it's peak or not.
I hope this video was useful to you if you're planning a trip to London. So now let me share our plans. We're actually going to different cities in England. We're going to Birmingham, Manchester and Nottingham before coming back here to London. If you want to learn more about these cities, make sure you subscribe. We'll be traveling by train and sharing all the details.